Warning, this game is rated M for mature. There are sensitive topics, both of a sexual and violent nature, so viewer discretion is advised. Oh, hey, what are you two doing here?
Happy New Year! Oh wait, I already said that.
Yeah, it's still in that sort of like first 3 days type of thing. Good morning, everyone.
I hope we get along this year too. But I already said that.
Sorry to drop by unannounced. I thought about calling you, but we were already in the area.
Yeah,
Thank you for inviting me in.
I didn't.
You've got to wait for him to actually invite you in first. Sheesh. Do you have any plans during the break? If you don't have anything lined up, why don't we go skiing? There are a lot of mountains in the area, and it seems that there are a lot of little ski resorts around here. It'll be a cheap trip because it's local, and the snow quality's supposed to be pretty good too. What do you think?
Yeah, let's invite everyone.
Actually, I've already asked Chie and Yukiko about their schedules. They both said that they're free too, so I'm going to start making serious plans for this. Yukiko's usually busy during this season too. If she's free, I'm pretty sure everyone else should be able to come.
Ooh, another overnight event. I'll leave ski tracks of love under the frigid sky. Hey, Yosuke, do we have a plan for our second chance at a surprise sneak-in?
Why are you assuming that we're going to try that again? What happened last time was bad enough.
It ain't over till it's over.
That doesn't make much sense. I mean, stop bringing that up. We're talking about skiing here.
Skiing?
Ah, you guys are here.
Hello. Sorry for barging in. Oh, and Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, same to you. Well, we're gonna go now. Sorry, but I'm leaving you to fend for yourself for a while. We should be back by the middle of the month.
Are you going on a trip?
Nah, we're headed to the hospital. Nanako was only allowed to leave the hospital for New Year's. I need to take her back.
Seriously? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned stuff like skiing at a time like this.
No, that's okay. Nanako's getting better, but the doctor wants to be sure, just in case. I'll be going along for physical therapy and to keep her company.
But I'm all better.
You don't want there to be any germs hiding away inside you, do you? Don't worry, I'll be with you. It won't be for much longer, okay? Well then, sorry, but I'll have to count on you to look after the house.
See you, big bro.
Poor Sensei. Are you all alone at home again?
Yes.
I know. I'll stay here with you until Nana-chan and Pops come back.
No.
Stay? Wait, do you plan on moving in? Don't be stupid. He already has to do all the housework. I can't saddle him with some burden like you.
Sensei, your life with me will be priceless.
If I say go home, he's gonna take that as go back to the TV world. Just keep quiet.
Don't worry about me. I listen to stuff all the time now. I'm a good bear.
No, you're not. Are you really okay with this? Man, you really are easygoing.
I'm not okay with this. I'm just not
Now that
vocalizing
that's
it.
decided, I'm gonna go get my bear longings and some snacks.
I already hate this.
Man, he's out of our control. Look, just let him spend one day here at least. If he bugs the hell out of you, you can send him back to me whenever you want. And think about that ski trip. I'll send you an email once I've got all the details worked out.
Yeah, sure. Gonna go skiing with the others. At the same time, Teddy will now live with you while Dojima and Nanako are away. You hope things will be okay. When Teddy returns with the belonging, you spend time helping him unpack. and he wasted my whole day. Thanks for helping me unpack. You and me sleeping under the same roof from now on? Please sit somewhere else. Stay with us till Nancho and Pops come home. So don't be lonely, Sensei. Don't try to think funny. What do you mean by anything funny? Oh, do you mind my wanting a Teddy aerobics? Yes. Anything you do should not be done. Anyway, I need to do something really quickly.
Mr. Edagawa's TV classroom.
Man, lesson 10. Hello everyone. It's time for Mr. Edagawa's TV classroom. Everyone loves Jungian psychology. An invitation to the you that you don't know. The final lesson in our grand finale is a deeper dive into Jungian psychology. Is it ever gonna end? It's hard to say, isn't it? Now then, let's begin the lecture. Ventilis Space Cadets. Wait, what? Looking back, the unconscious, the collective unconscious, the shadow, persona archetypes, complexes, personality types, and dream interpretation, I've managed to introduce the main points of Jungian psychology to you. If you're a high school student, it might be a bit hard for you, but you did well to come this far. Though I think we can ease off on the lectures. Some of you might want to go even further, get promoted, mold. For those people, glad to share you the next step. So today we're going to be talking about the power that Jung helped formulate his superhuman-like theories. His interest in the mystical, what you would call the occult. From start to finish, his life had always been influenced by cult-like things. That was his fate. It was in his DNA, as some would say. He was born in the Switzerland countryside to a family that was close to spirits. To be more specific, his father was a pastor and his mother was born from a bloodline that can sense spirits. I think it's safe to say that this environment helped him foster an interest in religion and the spiritual. In fact, he did experience something psychologically important. For instance, when he was 3 or 4 years old, quite young, he had a dream that he was unable to forget. It was a terrifying dream. In a throne room past an underground tunnel, he saw a giant pillar of flesh known as the Man-Eater. That dream may have been the starting point for his passion towards dream interpretation. On top of that, Jung took notice of another personality within himself at an early age. His other personality was an old, dignified man who compensated for his feelings of inferiority as a boy. This sounds a lot like one of the archetypes he later proposed, the wise old man, doesn't it? It can't be said for sure that Jung's blood and upbringing caused this, but throughout his life he had multiple experiences with poltergeist phenomena. Some cases include his family oak table splitting in two and a steel bread knife shattering. Jung was also interested in the paranormal from a young age. He participated in a gathering to summon the spirits of the dead held by a cousin who was a medium. This really shows how interested Jung was about the occult. When Jung began walking the path of psychiatry, he analyzed the things that occurred at the summoning. While Jung thought there was a psychological meaning, Freud warned against getting too deep into the occult. One of the factors in the deterioration of the relationship was this difference in viewpoints regarding the occult. Well, they did also disagree on some theories on psychoanalysis and some personal incidents, but around the time Jung parted ways with Freud, he had a certain health problem. He himself became mentally ill. His mind had become so ill, he would see visions and delusions. Even as he suffered this illness, he drew upon his experience as a psychiatrist and turned it into a subject of study. So I was checking my phone. I was getting a notification that the upload finally went through. So what kind of visions did he see? Well, let me introduce you to one of them. There was a time in which he saw visions of Europe ending with a giant flood. A few months later, the First World War broke out. His vision became a reality. in a sense. It seems like a prophetic dream, doesn't it? Jung interpreted this occurrence as the result of the unconscious sensing the oncoming danger of the war. During this time, he also came across ghosts. According to him, after a group of ghosts burst into his house, he then spent 3 days writing an essay. In a sense, he acknowledged the existence of ghosts, but he saw those ghosts as projections of his unconscious. Treating people as a psychiatrist, he sometimes came into experiences that surpassed rational thought. Jung was well interested in things like that as well. I'll relate a well-known anecdote about Jung as an example. This happened when he was talking with a female patient interpreting her dreams. She was talking about a golden scarab in a dream, and at that moment, an actual beetle flew into the room. When this occurred, her mind was altered, and so was the treatment. Jung took notice of this mechanism of coincidence. This meaningful coincidence leads to synchronicity and constellation. Jung intertwined these archetypes and theorized about the... we're skipping that. Maybe some other time. Jung was also interested in Eastern religion and ideology, which was a rare study at the time. Hindu philosophy, Zen ideology, Chinese fortune-telling, alchemy, his inspiration came from everywhere. Take the mandala, for example. That's a type of art in the Buddhist and Hindu religions, usually with many gods or Buddhas drawn in them. He realized that there was a similarity between the structure of that art and the treatment he underwent during his illness. Jung knew from experience that you can see the state of the mind through painting a circle, and he found a common point between drawing a circle and mandalas. I had to re-record this part in particular, but it's a good time to bring it up now. I actually draw mandalas like all the time. It's a very relaxing thing to do, especially when I get to incredibly smaller details on the paper. Like I have a whole notebook near me full of them. They're really interesting to draw. It seems he tried expanding his knowledge of relations that science could explain by reading the I Ching, a Chinese system. Jung's ideas of synchronicity and meaningful coincidences were influenced by the I Ching. Now then, when talking about Jung's achievements in the occult, you can't not mention alchemy. Alchemy is a magical technology that people dreamed of long ago, famously the term lead into gold. Jung interpreted the principle of the process as a representation of individualization. The influence of alchemy on Jung is obvious, as he has left several works on alchemy. He really took an interest in the alchemic concept of the union of opposites. Things of opposite properties eventually becoming one complete object. That idea became one of Jungian psychology's roots. Going in this far, you almost feel that all this talk of the occult study is rather mild. Jung built up his original knowledge not only through psychiatric study, but digging deep into the occult. He sure had a lot of energy. Not only did he take on ancient things like mythology, he even integrated new mysteries into his studies. Modern mysteries such as UFOs. Or their existence is doubtful. Their very existence is doubtful, but Jung tried to explain the existence of UFOs, and his results were, well, I'll make this short. UFOs are an icon of postmodern anxiety coming from the collective unconscious, and UFOs are the modern-day mandala. To sum it up, perhaps you'll be able to understand what that means with the knowledge you've gained from these lessons, to illustrate how deeply Jung delved into the experiences of ancient ideology and theology. His later years, he attended Uranus, an intellectual exchange of all sorts of thinkers all across the world. He directly and continuously exchanged ideas and opinions with some of the best scholars in a number of fields. Jung associated with a variety of famed minds, even outside of Uranus. The author Hess, I think it's pronounced Hess, the physicist Pauli, and many politicians who are among his associates outside his field. His achievements, influenced by a variety of people, have surpassed the borders of psychology and psychiatry. His work is not limited to psychiatrists. Philosophers, authors, and artists as well find inspirations in his work. He was one of the very few psychologists that actually influenced the way people think. This final lecture has a lot to swallow, but if anything I said interests you, I encourage you to look it up yourself. I'm sure something deep within your conscious will change or give you the opportunity to change. Oh, and because all these lessons are all my own personal opinions, I end on a disclaimer that no effects are guaranteed. Till we meet again. I have no idea what that said and I'm not gonna even bother. Whatever this last one is, it's gonna unlock and it might actually be like the whole thing, but just as like one segment, you know? Okay, so between the two episodes, I did like a 5-hour recording session that I had to delete all the footage of because I accidentally like put on display capture instead of PC. Instead of game capture, I have it listed as PC game because it's like PC game and then console game on my OBS thing, but because the display capture was up, like all of my Discord notifications was on screen, and yeah, that's not fun. Either way, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. 1 second. Okay, so I double checked. Yeah, we're just going upstairs. See you guys tomorrow. Check out my links down below. There's several things, including my live streams. I haven't been able to do them lately because of the holidays and all the stuff going on, but I should be getting back into it on the weekends. I'm gonna try to stream on Saturday night or like midday Sunday, either one of those. While you're down there, you could also leave a like and comment. Tell me how you feel about the story so far. If you've been watching all of the Jungian psychology stuff, let me know how you feel about all that, because I already knew all that stuff because I actually did a deep dive into Jung as a person, because I'm just really interested in his psychological take on stuff. But the one thing I didn't really know is how deeply involved into like occult stuff he was until I started looking it up. So it's like, so I can see why some people are like, nah, this guy doesn't, nah, this guy's probably just insane. But yeah, let me know. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh wait, that's not what I say. See you tomorrow. Oh, apparently I collapsed. Uh-oh. This
Oh,
is... I tucked him in, took his temperature. Next comes this calls for a cold pillow. Hang in there, Sensei. Your body feels heavy. Well, this sucks. Your vision blurs again. Eh. This is... looks like you're having another dream.
Well, I came to say goodbye. It's been fun.
Where are you going? You tried to speak, but for some reason you're unable to.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. The fog in your world is gone. I'm sure you will have a peaceful future. It's a shame I won't be there to see it. Thank you. I'm so glad to have met you. So, let me end this while I'm still happy. Goodbye. Don't make that face. This is all for the best. Goodbye.
Your vision begins to waver. You feel lightheaded, like everything's being shrouded in darkness.